Hey sailors, welcome to the crew. I'm Sea Lord Janda, and this is my Let's Play of Ruler Waves 3 as the United States. We've achieved just about naval parity with Great Britain and not really France, who we're still at war with, and we're about to fight our third fleet engagement of the war against the British off the coast of Nova Scotia. Okay, fleet battle over Nova Scotia then. Why this one was any different than the others, I have literally no idea, but the AI can sometimes be a little random in whether it agrees to these things or not. Now, unfortunately, we only have one battlecruiser operational, Lexington, but as you can see, we have 8 dreadnought battleships. USS Oregon, South Carolina, North Carolina, Delaware, and then here's the whole new Kentucky class, Indiana, Kentucky, Rhode Island, and Georgia. Plus 3 pre-dreadnoughts, 4 armored cruisers, 4 light cruisers, this whole line of destroyers. They only have 9 dreadnoughts in their whole fleet. Only 3 that can stand up a little bit to the Kentuckys. This is almost certainly a winning battle, depending exactly what they've got, but I'm pretty sure the last report said there were only 2 battleships here, so dreadnought battleships, I mean, so we'll see what happens here. Obviously, St. John, the whole area is finally ours, which is nice. Now we're attacking Halifax, and there they are. Where? Up here by Lexington. Makes sense for once. Okay, Lexington, maximum speed, and let's... Okay. Why that's the formation we're engaging in, I don't know, but we're going to head that way with this whole force. Everybody just do their individual best speeds. We should probably just have left the pre-dreadnoughts behind, but it's still an extra 12 guns even, so more than a dreadnought's worth, and we only have 8 dreadnoughts, so we'll regret it if something terrible happens to them, but otherwise we might as well bring them. Okay, it looks like their fleet is just muddled about in total chaos up here. Sea state limits floatplane ops? We don't have a floatplane vessel yet. No. That didn't launch while I was not paying attention or anything. Okay, I see at least 2 battleships, probably. And they're shooting at us, but the range is pretty long. I'm not too worried about it. Okay, that's a Benbow class. That's an Exmouth class. There's a bunch of pre-dreadnoughts up here. If they have, like, 2 real dreadnoughts and about 6 pre-dreadnoughts or something, this isn't even going to be a battle. It's going to be a massacre. Like, we're just going to shred the Royal Navy, because none of those pre-dreadnoughts can do better than 16 knots, if they're even still capable of that on older engines. They just need to run for Halifax, except we can probably cut them off before they get to Halifax, so this could be a turkey shoot, honestly. And considering Britain's national morale is already shaky, well, they had better have like 4 more dreadnoughts hiding over the horizon somewhere, or they're in big trouble. I appreciate they're already at the stage where 2 destroyers are suicide charging my battlecruiser. To be fair, my destroyers are way behind. Yeah, we're not really hitting them, so that's sort of justified, I guess. Okay, yeah. Lexington right now is engaging 1 single Benbow-class dreadnought. 8 12-inch guns, 9-inch belt. That's, like, it's more powerful than Lexington, but not even by much. And they probably haven't seen, to be fair, the fact that, you know, what, 30,000 yards, 17 nautical miles behind, my whole dreadnought line is barreling up. But by the time they do, it's going to be too late, because all those pre-dreadnoughts are 5 knots slower. Interesting, why do you only do 20? Your engine's that old already? I wouldn't think so. Maybe one of these early ones only did 20? Does North Carolina only do 20 knots? Didn't think so, but... Oh, wait. Destroyers, right. Let's, yeah, they're probably torpedoing us. I'm going to turn sharpish away in hopes of not getting torpedoed. Besides, we've sort of done our job as far as spotting goes. They're there. We know it. A prolonged engagement between Lexington and Benbow is not a great idea. Oh, we've spotted. Aha. Maybe we've just spotted the ambush, eh? That's only 2 more ships, though. They need about... That's their battle cruisers. Honestly, if their battle cruisers want to wade in, that's fine. They need a dreadnought line, or they will not stop what's coming up from the south right here. In fact, my battle line versus their pre-dreadnought and battle cruiser lines is basically the stuff dreams are made of. I would love that engagement. Do they see us yet? I think the answer is no. And that's going to be a very unwelcome surprise for them. Bit of a Jutland scenario now, actually, where Lexington is sort of luring their whole pre-dreadnought and battlecruiser lines back towards the onrushing main fleet. Hopefully she doesn't end up exploding like the British at Jutland. Yeah, that's all their battlecruisers, so... Okay, we have become a little strung out here. If you guys would maybe just form like a screen formation. And honestly, you guys too. I don't really care to have to direct you over much in the middle of the battle here. And then let's let you guys shake out to starboard and get firing. Obviously, Benbow has to be the first priority. She's the one really dangerous ship in their fleet, and she is turning right around immediately as we come into firing range. Yeah. I think it's just a touch too late, though. These battle cruisers could still turn and run right now if they wanted and get away, but these couple of pre-dreadnoughts and probably those two, they can't. I think we might be about to engage in quite a slaughter here. I do have to be careful of Lexington. She's not in a good position right now, but we'll just have her turn sort of that way. And I shouldn't get too cocky, of course. Flash fires and things happen. Battlecruisers have big guns, but oof, Lexington's really taken some hits, unfortunately. But that's alright. She can just fully retire behind our battle line at this point. What? Who? Oh. Whoopsies. Why is everything attached to the 1st Battle Division anyway? Okay, we're a little alone here. We do still have some destroyers, though. Okay, we're not really bringing all our guns to bear. We need to form a little bit more proper of a line and get shooting. And there we go. 3 hits on an incomparable. 3 hits for 4 hits. We can take a bit more pounding than they can if it comes to just a slugging match, though. In fact, that's kind of the point of battleships versus battlecruisers. I wish it would be in more of a line instead of 2 parallel lines, but I think we're dealing with it fine. Okay, see now, what I don't want is for their battleships to get away through a nice little turn. So I'm going to move to intercept that possibility. Oh, that Exmouth looks like it's making poor life choices. It might have rudder damage or something. Oh, boy. Oh, somebody tried to torpedo North Carolina. I caught that there, but apparently missed, so... Okay, their battle cruisers are just running. Could we maybe shoot this Exmouth, please? Like a lot? We're sort of trying to, but it's not really coming off. Also, somebody maybe killed this destroyer, because I think it's repeatedly trying to torpedo us. Oops. There's a couple of hits. This destroyer is annoying me. I think he's probably actually honestly fired most of his torpedoes at this point, but I'm not happy about him being there. Okay, 1st Battle Division, would you just hustle on over here, please, with Lexington? Didn't mean to leave all my support ships behind. Okay, this destroyer, we need to turn a little bit or something, because he's way too close to us. I don't know how we haven't killed him. He's an 1100 tonner. That's probably part of why. That can absorb a lot more damage than most. That must be a new destroyer they've just built. Okay, yeah, and at this point we're at 9,500 yards and we're engaging about 5 pre-dreadnoughts. Their battle cruisers have pretty much gotten lost. This should be pretty one-sided, honestly. They're fighting back pretty effectively, but, I mean, yeah. All these hits for all, like Indiana, I've seen take a lot of hits, and it's just negligible real damage on the Kentucky class so far. Oh my god, how many times? There we go. Yeah, all of them negligible damage so far. That one Exmouth. Where is that one Exmouth? Oh, there she is. She's making way still, to be fair, but she's on fire a lot. I don't think she's okay. Their battle cruisers are apparently so far away we're misidentifying them as corvettes. That's fine. I mean, I'd rather kill them than I would the pre-dreadnoughts, but the pre-dreadnoughts are still, like, they're free victory points almost, really, to tell you the truth. We're getting a little closer than is really ideal. Long range is actually better, but I don't want to waste ammo either. Okay, we can maybe have Lexington be sure of finishing off this Exmouth. Do we have any destroyers really worth the name here? Like, okay, this is a decent little division. Why don't you guys go ahead and try to cut across and torpedo these losers. Yeah? And yeah, we're going to try to cross the T of this whole formation of pre-dreadnoughts and see how much damage we can do. I hope it's a lot. I think it is a lot. Yeah. Oh man, we fired off a lot of ammo so far for not a lot of confirmed kills, as it were, but these are sort of engaging the whole battle cruiser formation over there. Lexington is engaging this cutoff Exmouth. I'm not sure if it's worth it or not. Like, I can't tell. I don't think she is. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. I didn't think they really had any... I don't think they really had any destroyers among them. To tell the truth, with our torpedo protection and our size, it's not enough to really hurt that badly, but I wonder if those were our own torpedoes. They better not have been, but I feel like they could have been. How many torpedoes did you just fire at this thing without sinking it, by the way? Or hitting it? There we go. Oh, Kentucky's really dropping out of line. It's not a lot of flotation damage. She's in no danger of sinking, but really dropping out of line. These four can keep holding off the battle cruisers. I want to just wipe this pre-dreadnought force off the face of the earth, to be honest with you. I think that's the same Exmouth again. You guys out of torps? Not entirely. Keep coming. Give them a couple more, why not? Now are you out? Pretty much. Okay. I know, they launched one more torpedo and I changed my mind, but... yeah, we are running a little low on ammo, considering we haven't really done that much damage, but... these four are getting themselves in a bit of a risky position. Sort of chasing the Benbow and that Exmouth and also engaging all those battle cruisers, but I think they should be fine. Oh, you guys are a little close to this. That damaged Exmouth is dead, I think. Lexington is just sort of, I don't know, hopefully finishing that guy off. Oh, that Montague exploded on the spot. Okay, so the question is, do I have these four keep chasing, or do I have them turn around? I think I'm going to have them just make a little bit of a port turn to get away from the battle cruisers and go after this Benbow and Exmouth. And frankly, these three are so damaged and so without support that I might just, you know, have... are you outside of the... No, I don't know why I can't take them off AI control. Maybe because their command division is under AI control? No, just... Oh, wait. No, just can't do it. Okay. Well... back under AI control, honestly. But yeah, these... I think my mop-up force here can probably handle finishing these three off. They're just, I mean, they're decent enough battle pre-dreadnoughts, some of them, but they're all badly damaged at this point, or at least significantly. And I've got my own 3 good pre-dreadnoughts here. Yeah. I'm going to have a couple more shots, and then we're all going to turn north and chase that Benbow, because that's the biggest prize, really. Okay, I get it. We're slaughtering these guys, but... Alright, yeah. Oh, you're out of... Oh, this is the flag division. Oopsies. Oh, well. We're getting close to that Exmouth, at least. Their battle cruisers have vanished entirely for whatever reason. Okay, our destroyers are firing torpedoes at least. Hopefully these 3 are pretty crippled at this point. They're not all dead, to be honest. At least those 2 are alive. I think the Montague might be finished off. Lexington, how's... Oh, you've hugely oversailed that Exmouth, huh? Okay. Turn around. Back at her, please. I should pay closer attention to what she's doing, probably, but that's all right. Excellent. Yeah, this is going to be, I mean, minimum. I think we've already sunk 3 to 4 pre-dreadnoughts. I don't think we've lost a ship yet. It's just a bit... I mean, why has Britain chosen to send a fleet mostly of pre-dreadnoughts and battlecruisers at me with 8 modern dreadnoughts in my fleet? Yes, they have enough heavy guns to land a few hits, but, like, long term, they never had a chance. I'm hoping to try to catch Benbow. I'm not sure we're going to pull it off, though. But that one ship is honestly... Oh my god, guys, stop. She's dead, okay? She's dead. Stop shooting her. It's a pre-dreadnought. It can barely take, like, 1 or 2 torpedoes, let alone 10. Okay, that Exmouth is crippled, apparently. Sure, now that you've brutalized her corpse, pick up some survivors. I think Benbow's going to get away, but we're almost sort of between her and port a little bit, so we're going to keep trying, you know. Oh, hell. Okay, chasing the Exmouth was a bad idea. We're going to have to turn everything around because I don't really... Well, that's not the... Back under AI control. Yeah, U3, please steam due south. I don't even know if Lexington's going to be rescuable. That's... Oh, she's in a really bad spot now, yeah. Sure. Well, I think Benbow's going to get away anyway. We're going to have to go south with just everything and try to rescue Lexington. I don't think I can take... This would be the force to do it, but I can't take direct command of them, so they're out of sighting range. Maybe turn a little this way and try to not fully engage. The problem is they're going to be much faster than us, and there's 6 of them. If we could even arrive in time to avenge her, that would probably be good enough. But she's in big, big trouble there. Oh, wait, where? This is her destroyer force. You've all got torpedoes? Great. I'm going to need you to sacrifice your lives for your commander ship now. Good luck, guys. Philip, Bainbridge, Chauncey. Good luck. Oh, man. Funny thing is they're really not hitting her that much. I mean, they are, but... Oh, God, that hurt. Okay. Sure. How far? Oh, we're like 17 nautical miles out. Yeah. Well, we're all making our best speed south anyway. So that's still that one Exmouth that Lexington was supposed to be chasing? It might be. Oh, boy. Okay, Lexington's really suffering now. Okay. Yeah, I don't think she's gonna survive this, poor old lady. It's real bad, yeah. It's real bad. I mean, if they blunder into a situation where they have to actually engage our battleships in any way, then we could have very much our revenge, but I'm not sure they will. Well, I say that, but a little too late. The Kentucky class are now in firing range. Okay, they're committed to going that way, so I'm going to have these also turn west. Lexington, you... I don't even know. Sit there and die, probably. Oh, that's nice. Which one? This one, probably? I've lost track of the pre-dreadnoughts we've sunk, but it's 4 or 5, I think. So that's something, you know. Okay, maybe reverse. I don't know. Lexington's going to die, I think, but that's acceptable if we can sink 1 or 2 of these, which seems a touch... Oh, God, you're all out of torpedoes. It still seems a touch doable considering they're currently charging our Kentucky-class battleships, although how much ammo do we have? Some. Well, not a lot, but 30% might be enough to wreck a battlecruiser at point-blank range, eh? Not landing a lot of hits, though, unfortunately. I'm afraid they're all going to get away. I mean, all it takes is 1 or 2 lucky hits to disable one. Okay, I don't know what this one's doing. This one, but... Is that one of our own? Oh, no, that's a destroyer. That destroyer could easily finish Lexington off if she's got any torpedoes left, unfortunately. Oof, that's some hits on this Incomparable, though. I don't know why she's currently 1v1ing USS Indiana, which has 8 guns of a larger caliber and literally more than double the armor thickness, but I don't think it's going well for her. Okay. A little bit, although, you know, she's done enough damage to slow Indiana down a lot. It's not anything that's close to sinking her, but it's engine damage. Yeah, the rest of them are going to get away as long as they're not stupid enough to turn around, but we might get this one. I think she herself has taken some engine damage, and she's just been real dumb about this. And she's got really thin armor. She's not going to tank a whole lot of 14-inch gunfire. Although Indiana is just apparently completely crippled, but she's in no danger at all of sinking, so I'm not too worried about it. Sure, pick up all the survivors you like. That said, I'd appreciate if we'd hit her a little more reliably. Seems like they're trying to reorganize into a formation again, which is not what I need right now. I'm not even sure where Kentucky is. Oh, there she is. Well, she took... she's not even badly damaged, but one of her those torpedo hits knocked her engines out. Forgot. Oh, there we go. Oh. Oh. Okay. That's a lot of damage. Okay. Now we have a problem. Although, I believe Rhode Island and Incomparable may have just torpedoed each other. Unfortunately, that's a lot of flotation damage to Rhode Island. I think that's the second torpedo she took in this battle. So I'm gonna... I don't really dare detach her, but I should, actually. Problem is, if I detach her, she could blunder into the battle cruisers and die, but if I don't detach her, then sailing at high speed will surely finish her, so... Also, the battle cruisers are all right here. They've turned around and are engaging us again, so... I don't know if this Incomparable is genuinely not dead. I'm kind of impressed if not. Okay, Rhode Island, I am detaching you. Hopefully you don't just sink. No, I don't dare detach Indiana, although... Oh, I thought that was going to be a little more dramatic, but that's a destroyer that just had a mag detonation. Wow, they've really done a lot of damage to our Kentuckys in the end here. And this battle cruiser is still going, somehow. Despite taking surely a spectacular amount of damage, but she's still going nicely, even. Which is rather impressive. Is this Lexington? Yeah. I mean... If they play their cards very wrong, we might be able to pin them along the coast here. Although I'm not actually sure it's wise to renew the engagement. We're very low on ammo. Are there going to be a lot of survivors from that? Isn't that the destroyer that just had a magazine detonation? Do I have... Okay, you guys mostly still have torpedoes even, but you're too far from your command ship. How about you guys? Most of you have torpedoes. Okay. Please come up here and chase down and torpedo that Incomparable. Thank you. Oh, it's about to be dark. That's probably going to end it. This ended up being not the turkey shoot I was hoping it would be. I mean, we're going to win in the statistical sense because of the number of pre-dreadnoughts we sank, but the pre-dreadnoughts really finally did about the only job that they actually can in this era, which is they absorbed a lot of our firepower and detention. And we got a little cocky getting in too close to them, and we've ended up taking a lot of damage here. And somehow, I'm not sure we've sunk this battlecruiser. Although all laws of physics suggest we should have, but I don't think that we have. Oh, come on. Fire some torpedoes. Oh, God. You incompetent bastards. Okay. Yeah. How's Rhode Island? Oh, it's looking a little dicey for her. I mean, she only took 2 torpedoes, right? Yeah, but a lot of heavy gun hits, too. Well, you guys, I guess, try to stay in spotting range. I don't know that I believe she's sinking, though, you know? Yeah. Whew. I don't know if the Kentucky class actually really dominated its first battle here, to be honest. I think they just were engaging too many enemy ships, you know? There's only 4 of them, and they were engaging about 8 pre-dreadnoughts, plus 6 battlecruisers at various points. And battlecruisers have a lot of... Is this their battlecruiser force? Just about to blunder into us in the night here instantly? It surely is. Would someone care to torpedo them a lot, maybe? Thanks. You're out of torpedoes. How about you guys? A lot of you have torpedoes. Get up here. Please attempt to... they're just gonna get away immediately again, but I don't know what the hell they were thinking turning around. Like, as though they didn't know that we were right there. Sure. That might be the damaged one, and that might have been a fatal error on their part, because if she's cut off from the rest, we might be able to finish her off. Is Georgia fit to be... Oh, yeah, Georgia is actually almost totally undamaged. She's just... Oh, did Indiana... Indiana might have finally fixed her engine damage, because she and Georgia both are not in any risk of sinking. So if they're both fixed their engine damage, they'll be good again now. I think this is the damaged battlecruiser, and if so, then we have officially caught her in the night here, and she's going to... Yeah. She's gonna die. She's gonna die really, really fucking hard now. How do you like it? This is how Lexington felt, you bastard. Ouch. Oh, yeah, sure, so torpedoes will do it. I'm sure those were necessary. Oh. Whew. Yeah. That battlecruiser is dead. Oh, and here's another one. I swear, if Britain managed to have all its battlecruisers survive the whole daylight engagement and get away, only to blunder, lose 2 of them in the middle of the night, it'd be hilarious, honestly. Oh. That's rough. She might sink, but that's okay. She's kind of useless, to be honest. Oh, God, the damage. Oh, my God, the number of gun hits. The number of gun hits from this turn alone. They're mostly small caliber. A lot of these aren't actually doing much of anything. 5 and 3-inch hits barely noticeable for a battlecruiser, but... What did they do? Why did they make this weird... Why did they turn around at nightfall? I don't get it at all. Like, they might... Oh, whoa, did I tell them to turn that way? Okay. Oh, what a mess. But I think we're winning because we just have more firepower in this mess. Apparently Oregon just got knocked out of the line, but she wasn't. The line doesn't exist, so that's fine. Does anybody have any damn torpedoes? Because aside from the line not existing, I feel like we could sink these with a couple of torpedo hits at this point. But I think we might have used most or all of them during the daylight, unfortunately. There's one. Assuming it's on one of these, actually. Okay. This incomparable is currently directly between USS Georgia and USS South Carolina, and that looks like it's probably painful. And there's another one right here, right next to Indiana. If we sink 3 battlecruisers in the night here, it will make up for all of our daytime battering. Ouch. That looks painful. But do I have any destroyers? Yes, I have all of you. Please get up here and do your jobs. I think they will eventually. Oh, Indiana is trying to personally... Oh, great. What from what? That must have been directly from the incomparable. How are you doing, Oregon? Not too great. That's the danger of nighttime engagements, yeah. On the other hand, this incomparable is crippled and about to be hit by a torpedo. Yep. She's probably dead. This one is ablaze and allegedly sinking. I don't really necessarily believe that because she's still moving pretty fast, but she ain't happy. I have literally no idea what the final losses of this battle are going to shake out to be. It depends heavily on whether Lexington and Rhode Island, or one or the other or both, actually survive. If they both do, then this will be a huge win. If they both sink, it'll be a much more marginal win if we can sink these 3 battlecruisers. If we don't actually sink both of these battlecruisers, then it's hard to say. Could you guys turn around? Did I not say to turn around? I think they're having trouble because of the coast, which really can screw with pathfinding, but... I mean, I think this one's dead now, actually, for sure. I have no idea what the British were thinking, maybe they trying to ambush some isolated part of our formation, but they just got... They made a bad choice when it got dark. And we finally got them up close and personal with some dreadnoughts and they're battlecruisers, so it didn't go well for them. Although we're having real trouble getting a torpedo into this one to finish her off. There we go. There should be one more up here somewhere, but sure. Where is the battleship Kentucky? Couldn't tell you for the life of me. Is this Lexington? Yeah. She's absolutely crawling. I don't think she's probably going to survive. Yeah, she's on the verge of finally sinking, unfortunately. But if she sinks and Rhode Island survives, it's an unqualified win at this point because we have sunk, I think, 3 British battlecruisers, at the least 2, which is enough to make up for losing one of ours. The Lexingtons were a seriously compromised design anyway, so... I don't know if that other one sank or managed to sail away somewhere. But either way, I guess we're turning around and heading back home. Not like that. Come on, guys. Figure it out. Sure. This is the worst U-turn I've ever seen in my life. But that's fine. Oh, well, now what are you engaging? Okay. We torpedoed that stricken incomparable 2 more times, just for good measure. I think that's actually a DD out there. I'm going to investigate just in case it's not. Not really turning enough here. I think we must have rudder damage or something, because the ships are not really... Yeah, South Carolina's having big trouble turning at all. Okay, let's everybody down to 16 knots, and let's just... I don't even know what's closer, St. John or Portland. I mean, St. John is closer as the crow flies, but we gotta go, like, here first either way. I don't know, but that's the end of that battle. We're gonna bail out of here. I think we're gonna lose Lexington. I'm not too sure about Rhode Island. I don't know which one of these is Rhode Island. This one. She's marginal, but she's got a much better chance of surviving than Lexington, which I'm pretty sure is going to be lost, unfortunately. Frankly, we were very lucky to make it this far into the war without losing a battlecruiser, considering Britain had way more and individually superior battlecruisers, but it's still a terrible shame to lose her. But more than avenged with the damage we did to the British battlecruiser force today. Alas. Pour one out for USS Lexington, everybody. Nobody's going to bother to pick up survivors. Okay, buy all of her crew. Sure. Whew. Rhode Island survived, though, which means, in the end, this is an enormous victory. We did lose probably more ships than any other battle we fought. We lost the destroyers, USS just Paul Jones, I guess, not John Paul Jones. Poor USS Paul Jones here apparently sank. Much towards it kind of simulates how long it would take you to get back to port, I think, and makes your flooding worse to figure out if you would have lived or not, which makes sense. Sank due to progressive flooding much later in the night, towards the morning. USS Hull here. Oh. No, wasn't it a British Hull class? Oh no, I guess it was this actual USS Hull. Yeah, USS Hull here blew the hell up then, yeah. Unlucky 4-inch magazine hit from the actual HMS Incomparable, not just unincomparable. She gone. And we sank. To be fair, we actually, rare case, the British have just started building these, and I've never seen them before, but they had some of these 1,100-ton Star-class destroyers, and we sank one of them. Apparently, she sank later in the night because she flooded herself by staying at high speed for hours after taking relatively few hits. All of our ships this time did come out with quite a bit of damage for the most part. Oregon here. The torpedo hit in the end, pretty badly hurt. Unfortunately, it appears, USS Brooklyn, that one mine hit was enough to also sink her on the way back to port, even though she had survived the actual battle. So that's a bit of bad luck. Rhode Island here, a little bit touch and go, but she had some reserve buoyancy, and she survived 2 torpedo hits plus 15 12-inch gun hits. So the whole Kentucky class damaged, definitely damaged, but all survived. And then we did sadly lose the battlecruiser Lexington, which didn't actually take any torpedo hits, but was hit 37 times by 12-inch shells. She's a battlecruiser. She held on an admirably long time after that, more than 7 hours actually, but in the end, sadly, she was lost. However, in return for our 2 destroyers, an armored cruiser, and a battle cruiser, we sank 1 destroyer, 5 pre-dreadnoughts, and 3 battle cruisers. So that's 8 capital ships to 1, 3 modern to 1. Not bad at all. Montague here was hit by 6 torpedoes, so that's rough. I think that literally all of them were after she was already sinking. Although I don't quite see the message that, oh yeah, ship sinking here, 1759. Way before she was hit by any torpedoes. She continued to take fire for another 20 minutes, which incorporates, as you can see, the vast majority of everything that hit her before finally actually sinking. HMS Russell, 1 torpedo hit, 21 heavy gun hits. Yeah, the Kentucky class absolutely ripped Russell to bits here. That said, she was still afloat until a torpedo from USS Perry caused her magazine to detonate. Not a lot of torpedo protection on these old ships. HMS Duncan, hit 3 times by torpedoes, although she had already been abandoned by that time due to a bunch of fire started by 14 and 12-inch guns. Rhode Island took her bridge out even. HMS Agamemnon, a relatively limited, only 10, 14, and a couple of, 10, 14, and 12-inch gun hits. I think this is the one Lexington was chasing for a really long time. And she finally just burned to... She barely had any flotation damage, even right to the end, but she finally just burned to death over the course of an hour and a half. And HMS Swiftsure absolutely obliterated 31 heavy hits and 4 torpedoes. She was abandoned here, like a third of the way down the list of things that hit her. Apparently she'd been abandoned for a full 40 minutes by the time we stopped shooting at her. And then, unfortunately, they were all of the older class that we sank, the battle cruisers, but still, honestly, every one of them is as much tonnage as Lexington, and probably a better battle cruiser than Lexington, in all honesty. Indomitable here, HMS Indomitable, 36 hits from heavy guns, something like 250 from smaller guns, and 4 torpedoes at the very end, although she was sinking an hour before we finally torpedoed her a bunch. Not very many hits before, though. Pretty sturdy. HMS Invincible, not so invincible. Hit, a good 174 times, plus a torpedo. And she is just obliterated. Yeah, I mean, there's no point really even analyzing all this. It was actually the torpedo from the submerged tubes of USS Indiana that actually sank her, but she probably wouldn't have survived anyway by that point. And HMS Incomparable herself hit, oh good lord, hit 489, 91, what, 551 times altogether, plus 4 torpedoes. Was there any ship left by the end? This log is absurdly long. I don't even... Oh, here, sinking. Less than halfway down the log, 2256. She was being fired on for another hour, and I think the sinking was probably before any of the torpedoes. Yeah. So those 3 battle cruisers, Indomitable, Invincible, and Incomparable, just obliterated. And these 5 pre-dreadnoughts, Swiftsure, Agamemnon, Duncan, Russell, and Montague, joined them for bonus points. it's going to be a big win. Unfortunately, we did take... I don't know what Port Mouton is. I'm just going to call it like the Battle of Nova Scotia. Thanks for watching, sailors. I hope you enjoyed the video. New parts should be up daily, or you can watch live on Twitch. If you did enjoy the video, consider leaving a like or subscribing. This is Sea Lord Janda, signing off.